How's it going, everyone? My name is Tarek, and welcome to today's stream. What we're gonna do is we're gonna jump to a new track after we finish the last one, Holy Orders, the cover of Guilty Gear's game OST. So if you remember, last track we've done was the Holy Orders Be Just or Be Dead cover, which is from the game Guilty Gear. This time we're gonna do different style track. We're still obviously guitar music, but we're gonna do more on the deathcore side. We're gonna do an homage track for one of my top 5 favorite bands of all time, As Blood Runs Black. This song I have written in 2010, or I think even before, maybe 2009, 2010, something like this, but really, really long time ago. So around the 14 years ago, 13 years ago mark. Um, and I was looking through my demos since I've started streaming, and I was like, you know what I want to do this year? I want to try to release all of the good songs that I wrote, or all of the songs that I think are release material from the old my old archives, right? And this is one of them. I've always wanted to release this song, but I've never had the chance to. But now, since I make music while streaming, that's a great opportunity. So the way we're gonna do this is that we're gonna do. So last track was a cover track. The one before it was an original, and even last one, the cover one, even though it was a cover, but we added a lot of originality to it. This one is gonna be an homage track for As Blood Runs Black. Next track is gonna be an original. We're gonna write it together, and I think the one after is also gonna be an original. And then the one after that, what I'm planning to do is go back to an old material and release that as well. So I want to try to release all of the old materials that I've written long time ago, but never got the chance to release. But at the same time, I think they are release worthy, even though if some of them are a little bit outdated. I just want to release them anyway. I mean, what's the harm? Just so that they're out there, you know. So I've got like got obviously this track is more deathcore. I've got another one is a little bit more hardcore, and I've got more a rock one. I've got a metalcore one. I've got a few good tracks that I wrote in the past that I want to release, but we're not gonna do all of the old ones back to back. We'll just put one every now and then. So this time we're gonna start with this track. I think I'm gonna call this Allegiance, which is obviously a tribute to As Blood Runs Black's classic album Allegiance. I'm gonna call it Allegiance, although the track has a lot of inspirations from a lot of other albums and even some unreleased materials by As Blood Runs Black. So it's a lot of inspirations there. What I'm gonna do, before I tell you what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell you where I am in the process. So obviously, since I've written the entire track a long time ago, I've started recording it today. So I've reached almost half of the track in terms of guitar recording. And as you can see, there's a lot of edits, so I made sure that my performance is not everywhere is edited. Like this bit is pretty much untouched, and then you've got this bit is only the silence has been deleted because it's I mean, you'll understand when you hear it. And then yeah, some other edits just to make it tight, because I want to make it like a modern deathcore. Here in this riff there's a lot of edits here. But this is where I am, the tracking. I still have a lot to track, so hopefully we'll do that. And when I'm done, I'll show everything to you guys. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you where I am in the recording, and then I'm gonna play the track. And then I'm gonna play the rest of it MIDI guitar. So these two lines here, this and this is the MIDI guitar that I wrote, and this is imported from Guitar Pro, because I wrote this track on Guitar Pro. So these two are MIDI guitars, and obviously these two are my recorded guitars. And it goes without saying, obviously I'm pretty sure you know, guys, but it goes without saying that after all of this is recorded, these are going to be moved to the disabled tracks, just like what we've done with the last song, right? So we don't use MIDI guitars in the final result. And obviously, we will do this track together, so we'll mix it together, you know, produce it together, all of that. So what I'm gonna do, let me just play what I've recorded up until this riff 4.2, right? And then from there on, I'll play the MIDI. Now we'll start from here. Alright, so let me just move to the MIDI. fantastic. So that's the song. Obviously, it's a little bit progressive. So progressive, not in the meaning of odd timing or anything, but in the meaning of like nothing really repeats. The end riff is obviously similar to the beginning riff, but it has that in dying days type of end. And obviously, a lot of people who listen to As Blood Runs Black might be thinking, I mean, why is this part As Blood Runs Black, this happy part? There is a song that they've never released called Till the Break of Dawn, I think, or Till the Break of Dawn. I really forgot what's it called, but it's Till the something of something. It's Till the something of dawn. And it has, I think, almost the last third of the song. It has like a section like this that always gave me goosebumps when I listened to it. So I wanted to recreate something similar to this. Not that I don't think this will give you goosebumps, but I think it has the same vibe. So that's going on with this one. So what we're gonna do today about this, obviously I'm recording this in the background, but what we're gonna do today on stream is we're gonna fix the, well, not fix, what we're gonna deal with the drums, we're gonna deal with the bass. So we're gonna deal with the drums in terms of, we're gonna make it more realistic in terms of timing and playing, and we're gonna deal with the bass in terms of you know, articulations and stuff. There's one thing when it comes to editing is, I think I've made a mistake here. Let me just fix this very quickly. So basically, I'm not sure why I left this like this, which is very bizarre. Wait. Oh. And then this one and this one. Cool. Let me just hear it again. Oh. We need the real guitars. Wait. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so when it comes to the drums, what we're gonna do, let me just expand this a little bit. I've thought about a new way to decide like the velocities of my drums. And the new way that I'm gonna do, let me just put this to 115, I think, like the rest. Or what is this? This is 120. 120. Okay, so the way that I thought I'm gonna like do my drums, I mean, forget the timing. Now we're gonna deal more with the velocity, because the timing, there's something that I can do in Cubase that will just apply randomization. But in terms of velocities, what I'm gonna do is, I was thinking the other day, I think the best way to figure out the best velocities, right, is to actually see which pack we're using. Like, we're using the death metal pack, and see how the drummer that recorded the patterns, how they've done the velocities, because they're either performed like actual performances, or it's like from the actual company, like from Toontrack, they've recorded, they've set the velocities on these grooves in according to how they should be triggered in certain sections, right? So for example, in this here, I think everything should be 127, right? And here as well. So this should be like max. And this as well. Right. And this. And this. Okay, now what we need to do is go to death metal. I wish there is like an entire song, but let's say for example, intro. And let's click this one and go to the grooves. So if I grid editor. So if I put this here, for example, I can put it directly in Cubase. For example, if I put this and go to grid editor, I can see the velocity. Does it tell me the value? So this, for example, yeah, it doesn't tell me the value. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag this to Cubase. So let me just go here. And I'm gonna drag this here. Okay. Gonna put Superior Drummer on the other screen for now. And let's see how this is programmed. So when it comes to the kick is, what's this value? This is 113, 117, 115, 113. So it's everything's between 110 and 120 type of thing. Or 111 and 119. Except for the first hit. First hit is max. Right, so we can immediately apply this to our track. And this is actually a very fast section as well. But this is meant to be played in 220. So this is meant to be played a little bit slower than this. Excuse me, but I think the velocity would stay the same. So this, I don't think I can change this because it's locked. I have tempo locked here, as you can see. But if I actually put this here, and okay, so what I've done is I put it here, and I didn't click follow host. I've put this here, and I'm gonna move this to 220, like how this was programmed. Play it here. Hey, see, as you can see, like it's very, very fast still. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna apply this to everything. So I mean, we can go section by section. So for example, something like this. 8 notes. So I want to see what Superior Drummer programs kicks for 8 notes. Is it higher? I assume it should be higher a little bit. Let me see. So we need a section where the kick, let me see, is a little bit slower. So there's no kick here. Okay. What about here? Okay, this section is perfect. Move this. Okay, fantastic. So here, what do we have? The velocity is 120. Okay, and that 120s. So anything like this when it's not super fast, we can actually go between 122 to 126. So let's do that. Now we know for the kick. We can go actually shell by shell if that's easier. So I'm gonna do, let's do a section by section seems better. And we'll do, so we've got the intro, and then we've got riff 1, then we've got this fill. So let's work on this fill. So this, we take this, we go to MIDI, we go to logical editor, setup, and then we say, hey, I need value 2 to be randomized between 122 and 126. And you apply, and boom, you've got this, right? Now with this, I'm pretty sure 117 is a little bit too little. So I'm gonna put this at 125. Then I'm gonna slope this down here. So where does this start? 90 is too low, I think. I think this should be fine here. And even here, I'm gonna put these at 125. Then I'm gonna drag this down. 95. Okay, so everything here whereas up to riff 2, we can immediately summon the logical editor again and apply the same, except these. We can put these between 111 and 119. Okay, now snare. This is similar to this section here. And they have it on. Whoa, Mom, how are you? How's it going? All good? Thank you for joining. Where are you chatting from? By the way, I can't see what you've put. I'm pretty sure it's an emoji, but it will show up in a minute, I guess. We're streaming on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. There you go. How are you today? Acoustic snare here is hitting 127 immediately. All right, so all of these hits that we've got here, we can put them at 125 for safety. So let's just put, what's this? This is 117. All of these hits, show me here. So for safety measure, I'm just gonna go with up to here. I'm gonna put these at 125, except some of them, like here, for example. This, for example, this needs to go down, and this needs to go a little bit down like this. I mean, what value did we put this on? This is 109. What value is this here? 113. I'm just gonna put it at 1110. And I'm gonna put this at 115. That's kind of like we can use this as a guide. So here, for example, you can again put this at 115. This is at 110 basically. Again, we can do 115, and then this is 110. No, not 10, 110. And 120. 119, let's go. Okay, this is too quiet. What's this? No, let's not go under 100. So let's put this at 110. And let's put, well, let's put this at 119. And this is 115. Okay, fantastic. So we're not gonna go to riff 2 right now, harmony. Let's stay here. We've got a lot of things still. So we've got toms. Actually, let's just do the symbols. So here, this. I'm gonna put at maximum. And by the way, when we get superior drummer, we might just also do some symbol changes as well. I can just load superior drummer from now, just for ease, but it has more memory, and and I want as much memory as possible while I'm recording. Okay, so we've got hi-hat. So let's go check how Easy Drummer programmed the hi-hat on their performance. Okay, this is interesting. So we have, this is, okay, interesting. Let's see. I mean, we've got the option to kind of copy this velocity, but let's see what other velocity. So if I go here to death metal and I say I want hi-hat open. Okay, give me there's bridge, verse, intro, chorus. Give me the chorus. See how you guys programmed it. Okay, so this is a hi-hat, I guess. Okay, interesting. So we've got, so there's literally no weak velocities here. Let's see, for example, verse. Actually, this is very interesting because we have a similar section in our track. What velocities do they have this on? 116. Interesting. Just like what we had before. But with this one, what do we have? We have like an alternate between 72 and 1110. 72 and 1110. I think in Cubase there is a way where I can just select a portion and alternate between them. So it's this part right here. But as you can see, I mean, there's a good enough space between these hi-hats. So what I'm gonna do, what do we have here? 120. So I'm gonna put one at 120 and the other is 115. I want to try to see if I can alternate between them. So logical editor, setup, set random. No. Linear change in loop range. Subtract. What does this do? Relative change in loop range. Linear change in. So if I put, for example, 72, for example, what will happen? Nothing happened. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm gonna put them all set fixed value. I'm gonna put them all at 120. Let me see. Oh, they're all at 120, and I'm gonna grab every other one. And put it at 115. All of these crash, splashes, all of these stuff. Think through the entire song except this bit. Again, no, you know what? Let's stay focused. Let's just do riff 1 for now. So riff 1 ends here. So for when it comes to all of these guys, from here all the way down, I'm gonna, no, without the tom. I'm gonna crank them all the way up. And I didn't like 115. I'm just gonna go down to 112. Okay. We're learning the language of this drums and this song so we can apply it to the rest of the song. Let's see the alternate between 120 and 112. How does it sound? All right. Okay, now we've got, what else do we have? We have toms. So let's go and see how the toms are programmed in a roll. So do we have toms here? We don't. What about here? This is just a roll. What about here? Yeah. So see, like any accent over symbol, any symbol accent is they're putting it at 127. Here they're alternating between 127 and 111. Oh wow. I'm tempted to go between 120 and 110 now. Let's go back and see how that sounds. Again, I mean, we're applying these changes we might be going back and forth in one change. However, now that we're learning the language of the song and how this drum patch should react to this song, we'll apply the changes to the rest of the song faster. Okay, so riff, 2 harmonics, doesn't start yet. All right, let's do 1-1-10 like this. Fantastic. So that's done. Now I want to see how the toms are played. So we go here and we put toms and we see what do we have. Fills, bridge. Okay, I want a bridge. Let's see. Okay, not exactly what I have. I want more of rolls. So let's go again and see if there's anything else. Fills. Alright, let's go with some fill here. Let's go with this one. This one looks good. Okay, this is not bad. Right. So how are they programming it? So this is snare, this is toms here. Cool. So we have, they start with a hot note, they go to almost half of it. So it's kind of like alternating. So the first one is hot, then the second one is like alternating between 100 and 116ish. Okay, so you start the first note at 120 perhaps. What you can do. So here, for example, this is the first one. So what do we have? This 120 is good. 120. Okay, we don't need these kicks. Okay. Alright, we don't need these kicks again. Okay, so here 120 and then we go 116. 120, 116, 120. Let's actually go a little bit less, so 114 or 112. Okay, so that section is done now. We have a faster kick. So what did we say with the faster kick? I think we already did this, didn't we? No, we didn't. 122. Yeah, we didn't do this. Okay, so let's get some references. So what's the closest section to this? What about this? We're gonna get to a part like this soon. No. The kicks are similar. So this is 114. So between... Oh, wait. Between 112 and... if I remember correctly... 118, yeah. Between 112 and 118 is the kick for fast sections like this. So I'll leave this one. Then all of these guys up until here. I'm gonna randomize them. Between 112 or 111 and 119. And this is, the snare is at 117. I think this is good, but I need to check how they're programming something like this. No. No, literally something in between I want. What's the kick here? Just out of curiosity. 119. Okay, yeah, let me see. I think 117, the value we have is good, but let me just check. So, what do we have? Snare. Intro blast beat. One second. How was the speed of the snare here? Okay, tut 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 tut. Something like this, something like this. Tut 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 tut. I mean, this is... I mean, this one here should be even weaker than mine. So whatever they use should be okay. What do we have here? So we have 113, 97, 96. Okay, so I'm gonna do between 95 and 115. There. Wait, all of this section here. Even with this one, let's go. All right, between 95 and 114 is what I'm gonna go for. Uh, 117 is good. Go down to 113. All right, so that is the snare for this section. Cool. Where does it start from here? So what about the hi-hat? I mean, I think it's the same. It's the same speed, really. But I believe it should go down because the drummer is hitting the snare really fast as well. I think all of this here. Up to here. I think all of this needs to go down to 117. And then each one of them needs to go down to 110. Yeah, that's it. 99. And here, what do we have? 120. So I'm gonna get all of these guys to go down to 114. Fantastic. So that's 2 sections done already. Let's go to this section right here. So this is a very fast kick, so probably gonna have to go down really much. So let's see what's similar to this here. What do we have similar here? This? No. Yes, this right here. So what do we have in terms of velocity? So we've got 127, seriously? 117, 115, 114. So it's randomized between 114. 113 it goes to actually. 113 and 119. Okay. So let's do that then. Where are we? Riff to harmony. Right? Or did we finish that? No, we're here. What's this? This is riff 2. Okay. So I'm gonna randomize it between 112 and 119. MIDI logical editor. 112. 119. Okay, now in terms of snare, the snare is similar to this. Let's see actually what they've done here. 127. Okay, I'm gonna put it at 125 because I like to be modest with the rim shots, to be honest with you. So we are at riff 2. Here we go. So we'll take all of these guys and we'll say, hey, you are 120 maybe. By the way, I forgot to do something here. Is that all of these guys are maxed. Okay. So now with the ride. Where is... This is right symbol 1. Where is right symbol 2? Oh, this one. So I'm gonna do 2 hits on the first one, and the third is on the second one. Like this. Alright, before we get into that insane part, let me see the velocities here. Or... Alright, we need a right section. to reference. Right. Remove all of this death metal. Right. Okay, let's see. We need blast beats. Grinder. Euro. Insano blast. Okay, what's this? Okay. I love what they've done in this first section. So let's see what they've done. They've put... Wait, what did they do? Okay, cool. They use the right bell. 127. 10. Ooh, okay. Wow, it's really fluctuating. Wow, really interesting. Okay, let's apply that. It's really fluctuating between 110 and like all and the top. I'm not probably gonna use the top. I'm gonna use 125. Where are we? We are in Riff 2. Okay, so if I mark this, wait, if I mark this and remove this and this. Okay, so I need it to fluctuate a lot between like 110 and 125. So a MIDI logical editor. 110 and 125 and we'll apply. Let's see how that sounds. Hmm. Alright, so now we are in another riff here. Let's start with the kick. Kick goes from here to here. Well, before we start, I don't think we need this. We remove all of this nonsense. Fantastic. All right, so let's go back. Starting from here all the way to the end. What was this program? Sorry, I think it was between 110, right? 112 and 119. So I'm gonna go MIDI logical editor. I'm gonna go 111, 119. Apply. What the fuck did I do? Go back. See the mistake. Oh, 111. Oh. Now snare, let's go see a blast beat and get a reference. Yes, that's exactly what we're aiming for. What do we have here? 50, 75, 83. Mostly in the 80s, so maybe I will do... Shut the fuck up for a minute. Okay, I will do between... I'll do between 75 and 89. That's what I'll do. Or 87. Alright. I'm gonna do between, what did we say? 77, 87. Okay. I don't know, man. The kick needs to be less. Fuck off. I mean, it has to go less a little bit. Like this. Fantastic. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Hi-hats as well? There's a lot of hi-hats here. Alright, let's see similar hi-hat pattern. Exactly the same. What do we have? Ooh. Oh my god, 127. Where's this? 63? Between 127 and 63. Fucking hell. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna try something. I don't think it will work, but we'll try it. Okay, we need 75, 27. Crazy. I like it. It's inconsistent, which is why I like it. Fantastic. What about this roll here? Boom. And then boom. And then this and this and this and this. Okay. It's more the fill is more complicated than I thought. Okay. This section here. I'm gonna put between, but isn't this kick the same as this kick? Okay, this has to be the same, so it's more of a chill part, so I think the drummer would be able to hit harder. So I'm gonna do 115 to 120. And I'm happy with that. And with these, I'm gonna do, oh shit, I closed it. I wanted to keep it open. I'm gonna do 122 to 126. Except for a few of them. So here, for example, I'm gonna go down and down even more. And then here we're gonna go down, down. Here. Let's play it and see. I don't like some of the rim shot sounds, so I'm gonna settle with 125. Well, we're leaking into another one, so or 122 should be fine. Alright, before we get carried away, I'm gonna like, can I do this here? Yes, this is actually really good. This is what we'll start doing. We'll just highlight the section we're working on. So that's better. Okay, anything that is not tom here. So from here downwards, you guys are all gonna get maxed out. this one. Crash cymbal. Alright, next section is this. So this kick pattern could apply the same thing as here. So here we were hitting hard. So between, I think we were going up to 120, 126. So between 122 and 126 is what the kick is gonna get here. Logical editor, 122, 126. Oh, boom. It's as if it was ready. Now these guys here are gonna get dropped down a little bit. So let's drop them down to 113. Or actually 110. Yeah, something like that. I'm reading this value here, by the way, when I'm dropping down, if you don't know where to look. 111. Cool. There you go. Oh. Oh, I think we have what? I think there's maybe I did the signature track mistake by mistake. I'm gonna add it, but I'm gonna worry about it later. Like later meaning I think I made a let me check the tabs. I wanna check. I don't think there's a signature change. I don't see any signature change here. There is no signature change. I don't know where. I think this, I made this mistake in Cubase. So if I select this, what? 1/3, no. There's nothing of such. Remove this. No. Okay. So we're working here now. Okay, so all of that is because I've seen this riff here, and I was like, oops, I think my mouse, the battery ran out, not the charger ran out. Let me just plug the charger in. There you go. Yeah, this whole thing started because of this. Okay. So I don't think we've done any implementations to the velocity here. I'm gonna put all of these guys 122. I want to move this symbol, although it's best to do this when I think it's best to introduce no symbol change when I introduce Superior Drummer. I just want to see if I add this here. Let me show you what I mean. Oh. right, next riff. All right. So what we're gonna do with these, let's see, similar section here, what we've done. Okay. 107, 114. I assume this is, oh, okay. So this is like from 95 to 115 is what this is. So these guys here, where's my friend logical editor? 95 to 115. And here, I would assume this is... kept it at 120, really? Let's see what the reference has. Okay, what are you doing here? One 16, 115, I'm reading this, by the way. If you don't know what I'm reading this here. 112. Okay, so between 111 and 118, I would say. 111, 119. Like a range I know now. Okay. Snare we've already done. Between 95 and 115. And then this hi-hat. 110, 120. This is max. Okay, this here is between... I'm also gonna do the same thing, because it's the same... all of this section. Wait. Yeah, as I thought, the entirety of this, we can do 111 to 119. And then some of the parts, like this here, which I think they're gonna be deleted anyway, because I can see toms. Like this here. Needs to go down. I can see toms. So we don't need any of this. We cannot do that. Okay, so here, these can be like 120, 125. And here is the same as this. What did we do here? 100, between 100 and 115, I think. Yeah, that's the one. And then what do we have here? This is 120, so we're gonna grab every other one. Put it at 110. Oh, shit. So sounding good actually right now. Let's actually hear what we've done so far. Right. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna take a break a little bit. We're gonna take a 10-minute break or 5-minute break actually, and then we'll come back. Just kind of need to, get a new perspective. And we'll carry on. We'll try to do as much of the drums today as possible. We still have like after I come back, we still have 1 hour. So maybe we can finish it fairly quickly, hopefully. We'll see. If we did, then we did something cool today. Done the entire drum editing. But yeah, remember that this song is more progressive, like there isn't a part that repeating really, and even the guitar parts that repeats, the drums are not. So this method in a regular song where you have, like chorus, verse, whatever, intro, all of that stuff, could be easier because you can literally um, copy the velocities on every chorus, copy the velocity on every verse, the repetitive sections, and then you're done. So you'll probably do, you know how we've done like multiple sections now in a regular song. You probably do like 4 sections, 5 sections, and you repeat them. 3 sections, I don't know, and you just repeat them, and then you just not even repeat them, like copy the velocity settings to the next one, and then you'll be done. But this song is, because of the nature of it, every riff is different, every section is different, everything is different in every segment of it. That's why it's a little bit, taking more time, right? But trust me, it's still taking less time than if you would have tracked a drummer, right? So we're still blessed with the technology that we've got. With that being said, I'm gonna leave you with some music for like about 5 minutes, and we will be back to finish this together. Oh, hey, Wild Dingleberry, how are you, man? Wild Dingleberry appeared. How are you? All good? We were just about to take a break, actually, but you caught me right on time. How's it going on the other side of the world? We're working on the deathcore track, the As Blood Runs Black homage track that I told you about. I'm in the middle of recording it, so I've recorded half of the guitars, right? And I'm gonna record the other half later on. And we're working now on programming the drums. Obviously the drums is already written, but we're going section by section, right? And we're just making sure that the drums is humanized. So I will show you what we've got so far. Hey, I know you're a fan of deathcore, so you'll probably like this. One thing though, I'm not really stoked about the open chords here, so I'm gonna re-record them off stream. I think they're going sharp on each like halfway in, but the rest I'm pretty stoked about. Everything's edited and and ready to go. I just need to carry on recording. So these two here, these are the MIDI guitars, which are gonna be deleted. This is like how I wrote the song, and then these two are the recorded guitars. And hopefully when we record the entire thing, we'll put these in disable. We'll chuck them in the disable folder. We'll have the real thing. But yeah, let me play it and we'll see where we are. Hey, thank you for that, man. Much appreciated. But this is where I've recorded so far. But yeah, thank you for obviously thank you for liking it, and thank you for you know what you told me in the whisper thing about the the shout out on your stream. Really appreciate it, man, and it's a great idea. I'm still not sure how to do these type of stuff, but yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, the chords need, like, I don't like if you listen to them in solo, yuck, they're disgusting. Like right around here, right, and then here. Yeah, I need to re-record those. But yeah, love the support, man. And by the way, you mentioned something about the drums. Yeah, so obviously this is still not mixed at all. We're just tracking. But what we're doing is we're going literally section by section and trying to humanize the drums. And the new method that I'm trying is that all of us we like to write our own drum parts. But what I was thinking is that when you get like a library, like for example, I'm using here the death metal Easy X library, and I'm thinking the best way to program to humanize program drums is to actually go to the groove of whichever library you have and get some of these grooves outside the song, like what I'm doing here, and then just study what the player that played the library, what they've done with the how that velocity mapped out. Like for example, a section like this in my track, for example, no, not here, like for example, where, like here, or like here, for example, like this blast beats. If I want to know how to program it well, the best way is to open a groove from the actual drum library that I'm using that is similar to it and see how the velocity is played out. So this here is similar. So then I will go to it and I'll be like, okay, so they've programmed the snare between like 81 velocity and 84 and 87. And the kick is that. So I'll understand the range, and what I will do is I will go to my part that is similar to this. Let's say, for example, here, and I'll be like, okay, so this snare, I will get the logical editor from Cubase. I'll be like, okay, this section, I want the snares to be hitting between 100 and 115. Randomize it for me, please. Boom, you click apply. And then you randomize the entire section. So for example, we're gonna work on this section here. So let's see how this one sounds like. This set is what do you call it? Easy Drummer Death Metal. I actually used this same set with the previous song, but that you've seen, the one that has a lot of orchestra and stuff. But the previous song, I layered it. I layered it with another thing. I've layered it with what did I layer it with? With metal, right? Yeah. Yeah. Studio. What? You wish Studio One had what the logical editor, the velocity randomizer, or Easy X. By the way, what's your favorite drum library? I've always used Toontrack. I've got Get Good Drums. I've never used it though. I've got it, but I've never used it. I've also got Mixwave. I've never used it. I'm planning, like, in my future songs to like try other sets and see how other softwares are. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get Studio One just to kind of like understand it, but I'm pretty sure maybe if you research, there has to be like a randomizer. Get Good Drums, yeah. Everybody's using Get Good Drums. It sounds really well and sounds good out of. My only issue with it is that I'm starting to know when I listen to something, and I'm starting to know that, oh, they're using Get Good Drums. I'm starting to get really familiar with that sound. That's why I'm trying to, to use like other libraries just to kind of like sound a little bit different. But at the same time, since I've never used Get Good Drums, I want to use it just to see how I would use it. Maybe I would layer it with something else, but I've got most of them actually. Modern and Massive is the most popular one, and you've got this is the one that everybody's talking about right now. So I want to try this, but also what I'm really intrigued of is the mixed wave stuff. So the Gojira, this stuff looks amazing. Not sure if Contact is gonna load it because Cubase is open. Here it is. But I really want to try this. I've also heard really good stuff about this. So, but yeah, check out, see if with Studio One can do the randomization because with Cubase, One Kid Wonder Aggressive Rock is also amazing from the tutorials I've heard. Apparently, really good. The One Kid Wonder Metal, I think that's like Architects or something. Gojira Archetype. That's actually what we're using here. Is Gojira Archetype. I want to buy the new one, but I can't find like a reason to really upgrade. I know that they have the transpose knob and stuff. But I've got other neural plugins that I can use the transpose knob there, so I don't need really to upgrade. But maybe it's one of the best amp sims, especially because as I told you, like my favorite band right now is Bleed From Within, and Bleed From Within, their guitar tone is Gojira amp sim, and they've got a presets. They've got a lot of presets in the amp sim. So let me just wait until this loads. So this is the Gojira one. I think it sounds good. Yeah. Oh, you cannot hear. Oh, yes, yes. Actually, you will not be able to hear it because of the audio interface. So if I load it here, then you can. Let me see. Okay, if I load it within Cubase, then you can. But yeah, if you go to Gojira plugin, the amp sim, and look for Gonzi, that's that's Bleed From Within. And if you look for what's the other guitar's name? Steve something. I think. Let me see. Oh wait, it wants me to wait right now. If I click on mixer, no, it's just gonna wait until it loads. Probably loaded Luke Holland by mistake, which is if you like Jason Richardson stuff, that's the kit he uses. But yeah, 100%. The other amp sim, obviously, that is really popular is Nolly, and Nolly is the one I've used in the like 2 tracks ago. Not because last track obviously was a cover for Guilty Gear, but the one before it was an original, and I've used Nolly on it. And there is, I'll show you an amp sim that nobody talks about, but I think it sounds really good. Yeah, this sounds really like Jason Richardson. I like muted cymbals like this because you can do a lot of like fast triplets with them, like in fills, like this and this and this, stuff like this for like fills. You can do a very nice, like I don't know, a unique fill with those. But yeah, that's the mixed wave stuff. Yeah, let me show you an amp sim that nobody talks about, and I wonder why. And I've actually used it in one of my tracks. Um, so let me just take this off the screen, and I'm gonna bypass Gojira for a minute. Actually, no, I'm gonna bypass this, and it's called Rhino, right? And I think it's a very, very decent amp sim. And this company has actually multiple amp sims as well. Let me see if I can turn on. I think it sounds cool. It has like four or five models. It has this blue model. Right, and it has this like genty one. These are lower tuning. This is drop A sharp. So maybe in a lower tuning you will get a better. Right, and then you've got, I think, orange. This is more like for rhythm. Yeah, man, we have to write something together. 100%. 100%. Like, I'm down for it. Either if you've got a track that you've got like an empty space for, I can just do like one part, or we can like write something from the ground up. 100%. Especially that I don't do like vocals. So if you or in your band you do vocals, because I remember you said you're multiple bands as well. So I'll be really happy for that. Yeah, man. This is more crunch, and this is also crunch. I wouldn't use these two, but the main one that I like is this blue one. I think this is good for metalcore. I think if I tune something lower, maybe I would use that. And you have like different type of drives, like got fuzz, screamer. And you can increase it from here. You can also play with the cab from here. Everything, your regular amp sim stuff has got some nice presets as well. But nobody talks about this. I have no idea why. I think there is a modern rhythm. I think with this guitar, this doesn't sound good. I think it's too fuzzy. But yeah, this will be cool if you kind of layer it with something. Maybe if you turn this off, the cab, and you put your own cab. Zilla cab from Get Good Drums is the best cab emulator. But yeah, so that's what's up, man. Let me just delete this one here. What's wrong with me? No effect. Discard. Oh, I'll turn this on. But yeah, this is what I'm using for this track, the Gojira one, the original one. As you can see, it's also on the default setting, but I don't know what I've changed. Seems like I've changed something, can't remember. Your boy can do vocals. I've got some solo stuff that I would love shed some light on stream. Yeah. It has a nice sound, but with the collab thing, man, we can do 100% some vocal stuff, some tracks. If you've got some, if you've got some tracks that are not finished, maybe we can work on those if you want. But I would be really, yeah, it would be a cool project to do. 100%. No, it's fine. I can take. To be honest with you, there is only. Normally I stream till 9 UK, and it's already 8:20, so there's 40 minutes left. I might as well just carry on, finish the 40 minutes, and then call it a day. And as you can see, like today we're only doing the drums part, so it's not a lot of production. We're just doing, making sure the drum parts are good. And then hopefully next stream, we start mixing. You know what I mean? Yeah, 100%. Ride it out. 100%. So let's move to the next section and see what's up. Oh, by the way, I've opened one of your podcast episodes. I can't remember which one. I've just started. I start having it in the background. Can't remember exactly what they were talking about. I think there was a guest on, but you weren't there. I thought that you were in every episode. Um, and then let me see if I can see which episode it is. One of the recent ones. I think there was a guest on or something. Oh shit. My YouTube lagged. 1 second. Hmm. Oh my god, my YouTube is fucked. Okay, I'll wait until it loads. My browser, I think it's Edge, the problem. But yeah, but it was cool, man. Hey, Rough Guitar Studio, how are you, man? All good? How's it going? How's your day so far? We're doing a new song today. We're just programming the drums for it. Well, the drums is already written, but we're just, humanizing it. That's actually, let me see. That's actually a song that I wrote in 2010. Have you heard my new 2 demos on YouTube? Not really. Send them over on, send them on the Whisper thing. We'll give them a listen 100%. I remember last one you showed me was really cool. But yeah. Yeah, man, Rough Guitar, follow Wild Dingleberry. He's literally a legend. He's been helping me with my stream, giving me shout outs, gave me my first raid, my first what do you call it? Fucking what's it called? The donation thing. But yeah, legend guy. Give him a support. And Wild Dingleberry, listen to Rough Guitar Studio's work. Actually, it's very cool stuff on there. Hype train? No, the raid. Raid. I don't know what's the hype train yet. I've been actually researching the hype train today. But I don't. It seems like you can only get hype train if you're an affiliate, and I'm not an affiliate. So maybe soon. Right, so I'm gonna switch to the because this section is where I finished recording. Right, so it's only recorded till this part right here. So I'm gonna start now putting MIDI so we can just get a context. Obviously, MIDI guitar sounds like shit, but we have to do what we have to do just because while we're programming drums. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. You can use the whispers thing. Right. So this section, what range we've got? We've got 120 for the kick. I think that's too much. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select all of this section from here to here, and this needs to be. We get the logical editor, and we tell the logical editor, hey, give me everything from 111 to 119 and randomize the values there. Now all of our kick drums hits are randomized. Whisper is blocked? Really? See, the problem is my browser is. Let me try it from my phone, maybe 1 second. Or you can send me the links on my Instagram. My Instagram is below. Is below the description. Just DM me. if the whisper is not working, but which is I don't know why it's not working. I mean, again, I'm still new to Twitch, so I don't know all the ins and outs of when something works and something doesn't. Start a whisper. What? Let me see. Maybe I'll try to whisper you first. User. Yeah. I don't know. Can't you put the link in the... Ah, here is Whisper. I've just sent you hi on the Whisper thing. You should just receive it. You should, man. Don't stop exercising and practicing. To be honest with you, I need more practice. And the way I discovered this is while I was recording this track. Oh my god, I'm like, what the fuck's happening here? The fuck, you know, I should have practiced it more. Some stuff is taking me a lot of takes to nail down. Yeah, but it's not listed on your... Oh, really? The Instagram is not listed? What is this? I'm pretty sure my profile is a mess now, if that's the case. I should get my shit together. About. Let me see. So in the about section, we go to socials. So under the pink socials thing, yeah, under the pink social widget banner, there's that link, and if you click on it, you will have all the links to everything, and it's inside. So basically, it's here. Let me show you. I've got it on my Notion. So if you click the link underneath, where is it? Here it is. Okay, so if you click the link underneath the stream where it says social, you'll get this page. And in this page, you have Tarek MG socials. And then you can do, I mean, you can click on whichever one you want, but there's Instagram right there. Boom. And it should take you to my page. If it didn't, let me know, actually, if it didn't, because that would be a little bit, I would need to fix that. But yeah. I will, if you send them, I'll check them out, and if it needs more bass, yeah, 100%. Maybe I'll give you my feedback. Absolutely, man. Sounds fantastic. All right, so right now we've fixed the velocities on the kick drum here. See, MIDI guitar sounds shit, but now we have to carry on with MIDI because I've only recorded this far, but it is what it is. Hopefully by next stream I would have recorded the next sections. Cool. So what velocities we have? 13. All of that has been now done. What about the snare? Snare needs also adjustments. So for sections like this, what did we do before? Let me see. No. It was something like this. Yes, so here we've done, I'm pretty sure, very low velocities. So we've automated it between, I think, 77 and 87. So let's go to our section and automate. This is how you can do it on Cubase. You mark the sections you want. You get the logical editor and you say, hey, I want you to randomize it between 77 and 87. And then you click boom, apply. And then now it's randomized. Now it sounds more human because it's an intense blast beat here. Right, and with the right, same thing. Now what I like to do with the rides, I would like to alternate between the bell and the second ride. So first, before we do any velocity stuff, let's do the alternation. So this 1, 2, 1, 2, as such. And that's the cool thing about a superior drummer or easy drummer, is that you've got like multiple rides and bells, and it's exactly as if you have a real drum kit. So ride symbol 2 is what we want here. Right? And then you can also add a bell every now and then, like here and here and here and here. And here. If we go to bell, let's see how it sounds like. I like that randomization. And then you grab all of these guys and you try to fix them. So we have them between 120, we have them like set on 120. What we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna get the logical editor. Yeah, I've got actually a BandLab account, and to be honest with you, funny thing, I actually had a company before myself that was a competitor to them. But we closed that company in 2021. So I'm familiar with BandLab a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff there. The only problem is I think you can only post music that you can do on BandLab. If I remember correctly, I don't know if it changed, but when I was studying the site, that was the rule, is that you cannot post anything that is not created by BandLab. Alright, here, 117, let's put it to 122. And then here we do exactly the same thing. Logical editor. 77, 87. On the snare and on the kick. I think on the kick we've already sorted it out from before, yes. And then on the ride, same thing. This is hi-hat, so what we do with hi-hat, we just take every other one. Actually, I've done something here that is cooler, here. I've actually automated it between 77 and 127, just like the reference track. So we'll do the same thing here. Where are we? So grab all of that, we'll go to the logical editor. We say, hey, 77 to 127 is what I want. And then you apply it, boom, you've got now the randomization. Right? Right? And now 122. All of this stuff. Boom. Alright, we've got, what's this, a tom? We can keep it at 120. 120 is fine, and 120 is fine. But I don't like because I wrote this track when I was like 14 years ago. I used to write drums differently. Now, when I write drums, I don't make the kick and the toms play together at all. See, now you can hear the toms way better. It used to be possible to publish audio files on Facebook. Now there is BandLab. Music on BandLab is public. Yeah, but can you no, I think my point is because BandLab is also a DAW, right? Like there is the BandLab DAW. From my understanding is the BandLab social app, you can only post on it music that has been done in the BandLab DAW. Is that correct? I don't know if that's still correct. We don't need to loop this. Fantastic. All right, let's see now this section. So I've done this section. Now we're gonna go to the breakdown. Oh. Now you can publish audio, video, photos, links, and posts. Oh, seriously? Interesting. It's been a while. I'm telling you, last time I logged in was like 2019 or something. So that's really interesting. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. It's a shame because I was competing with them. So there's still a little bit of me that's like, but they weren't like a direct competitor, to be honest with you. Cool. So what's the kick here? 80. Why is it 80? I think here we can do with a more aggressive kick, so we can actually be bold and get the logical editor and do, hey, 122, 126. We apply it to get a little bit more punchy kick. And live stream. You can live stream on BandLab now? Seriously? Doing anything like through OBS? These snare hits are all 125. No, not 12. 125. That's really cool. That sounds like a completely different platform than since I learned about it. Are you there a lot of the time? Wow, interesting. To be honest with you, just back then when while Dingleberry was here, and you guys chatted together, that was the busiest moment I had since I started streaming. Like again, as you know, like I'm still early, but if I can get more yeah, if I can get more viewers and stuff, maybe I'll do that. Now, I don't want to abandon Twitch or Kick or YouTube because right now we're streaming at all three platforms at the same time. If I can add that like as a fourth platform to stream on from OBS, then that would be fantastic, 100%. But I will investigate it. There's got to be a way to add that as a fourth platform to stream on. There's got to be a way. If that's the case, then I'm definitely counting, gonna consider it 100%. Why not? Especially that now Twitch don't mind multi-streaming. That'd be cool. To be honest with you, like Twitch is obviously one of my main platforms, but the main one I think is YouTube. Just because my like this stream is gonna last forever on YouTube. After I'm done the stream, it's gonna stay there forever, right? So, and that's something I really like. Like I'll keep getting views there, and I can chop it up there and thumbnails and all of that. So if I can add to that, like add BandLab, I'm 100% down. All right, next riff. 1 second. Why is this? Oh, we haven't actually we haven't dealt with this part. Okay, logical editor, come here. 122. No, we're not gonna do 120. We're gonna do 111 to 119. Oh. Alright, again. So here. Oh, shit. So anything from here to here, you guys are gonna be 122 to 125. 126. And when it comes to snare, you guys are all going to be 125. But you here, gonna do some changes. Yeah? And here as well. Cool. Okay, now what do we have here? So every other one is going to be 127. And increase. Boom. And then here, I keep forgetting to randomize this. Between 111 and 119. Okay. Fantastic. This fill here. Let's do all 126. And here. These are all good. I'm just gonna do boom, boom, boom. And then here. Boom, boom. No. Yes, it's fine. Boom. And then boom. All right, we move to this section now, my friend. All right, let's stop it at here. Right, very quickly we get all of these guys and we tell them you're gonna be a hot hit. So you're gonna be from 122 to 126, right? And then the rest of your mates, so these guys, for example, are gonna be between, actually all of these guys gonna be between 111 and 1 second, 11 and 119. We don't have to argue with the drummer anymore. Yes, my friend. 100%. Not just this. I can move the hits now. right? But to be honest with you, even though one thing I said, I think before you joined, is that it might seem like what I'm doing takes long, but one thing to remember is that this song is a little bit progressive, so not a single part repeats. But on a more conventional song, you'd be able to do this process way faster. Um, and not just this, you would be able to repeat. Besides, there's less hits and less complexities in other songs because this is like a deathcore song. Um, it's taking ages to do the drums, but it's something that needs to be done specifically with a deathcore song. Because if you make like the snare sounds too harsh all the time, it's gonna sound really really bad. Like here, because we haven't done them yet, the snare sounds overpowering. Especially here. But for example, a part like this, what we need to do is drop it down a little bit. Right, so these snares, I would say from here to here, they can be, I mean, yeah, let's see in other parts like this, what did we do with them? So this, for example, so this was between 112 and 119. I know the range now. Just by opening, no, it's actually between 100. Between 100 and 115, okay. So this here, first bit, is gonna be 100 and 115. The snare is the one that we have to be careful about the most, even more than the kick. Wait, I've clicked the metronome by mistake. Like for example here, see, it's too much. So, you guys go down. And here, as you can see, my old style of writing drums, I'm writing kick with toms. Nah, not anymore. All of these guys needs to go. Oh. See, now we can hear the toms. Try to use velocity on drums more often and some randomization. Exactly. So the velocity. So obviously we're doing velocity now, but with the randomization, what I normally do is it depends on the track how fast I can do it. But for a track that doesn't have triplets, I don't think this has triplets. What you can do is grab this section, click Control A. Now all the hits are selected. You go to Cubase, quantize. You say, hey, give me. You select the fastest quantization because you don't want them to move too much. I want them to move a little bit. I'd be like, hey, give me a 7 ticks or 3 ticks quantize, and then you apply the quantize. Oh, sorry, I've done the wrong one. Did it apply already? What's happening here? Quantize, apply quantize. For some reason, it's not applying, or it's either applying, but it's very, very tiny. Let's add more text to see what's the issue here. Boom. Okay, something's happening. I don't know what's happening. You said quantize. Okay, that's concerning because I need to quantize them. Like this is exactly what I've done in the last song, but for some reason it doesn't want to work now. Why don't you want to work? But okay, forget what's happening now. But normally, what you would do is this. But for some reason, it wants to be funny a little bit. Sometimes it ignores quantize. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. 1 second. It needs to happen. It's not up to it. It's up to me. 1 second. Apply quantize. Let's choose just for the sake of it. What is happening? 5 ticks. Okay, remove this. Ah, now it's done. Okay, cool. All right, 3. Well, okay, now it's done. All right, now, I mean, I was planning to do this at the end, but let's see, for example, something like this. Now it sounds way better, because nothing is playing on top of each other. Let me see how off they are. Okay, you can see it. Look how off it is. Boom. And then the next one. Boom. I like this feature. 3 ticks should be good. But yeah. But with the velocity thing, by the way I'm studying the velocity is also something I said like at the beginning of the stream. So what I'm doing is that normally I used to set the velocity depending on like my logic or whatever. But now what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, if I'm using a certain library, like right now I'm not sure if I've showed it to you what I'm using. I'm using the death metal from Easy X, and this obviously when I mix, this will be, I'll summon the superior drummer instead of the easy drummer, and then I'll do the drums from there. I'll also load the death metal one, but I'll load it in superior drummer. It's just like what we've done on the last track. I think you've seen what we've done the last track. But what I was saying is that the way I would set the perfect velocity for this library is I would go to its grooves, and I think I'm gonna do this in every single library, drum library that I use. But you will go to its grooves. Let's say you're using this or Get Good Drums or whatever, and you just study the grooves because these grooves are actually played by a real human. So for example, these are the sections that I wrote. Like let's say this part. Like I wrote this part. So what I do is I go and try to find a part that is similar inside the library, and I study how that has been triggered. So I've copied here from the library outside the song. So this is outside the song. I've copied some of these stuff that are similar to the things I wrote in this song, and I'm studying its velocity. Like for example, the section we just listened, let's find out which one of these is similar. So that's the kick similar, but not the snare. So this is similar to it. This is similar to what I have. Okay, so what you do is you go here and you study the velocity, and you'll be like, okay, so this is a real drummer that triggered this. So what is the real drummer doing? Okay, on a kick is doing 119, 121. You kind of study the range. Yeah, exactly, right? You study the range and you just randomize that range, right? And here, for example, the snare, 50, 80, 70, 80. So, and you'll find out like it's between 77 and 87, something like this. And for example, hi-hat, this is what they're doing. They're doing this alternate thing, right? And sometimes they're even going to 127. So, yeah, you'll study this and then you'll apply, and then you'll get as much of a humanized drums as you can, because especially from this sample library. So maybe if I apply these settings, like these velocities, on a different sample library, like different drum library or different company, like let's say Mixwave or something else, maybe I'll get different results because the hits are registered differently, right? So that's kind of like my new style of programming, is studying the actual library I'm working with, and studying how when a real drummer recorded these grooves, especially with Toontrack. I mean, I'm not sure with other libraries, but with Toontrack, it's a real drummer that recorded the grooves. So you'd be like, okay, you know, that's as close as I can get, and this is where I'm getting these ranges that I'm doing. So I don't know what you think about this idea. Right, so we've done this here. All right, let's do the. I will do the toms later. Let me just worry about the snare and the kick in this section. So did we do the kick here? Yes, the kick is done. What about the snare? Snare is not done. So for a fast section like this, it's between 77 and 87. Is that so? Yes. Between 77 and 87. Fantastic. By the way, how long have you been, doing Twitch? And are you doing like other platforms as well? Because I wanna understand how long would it take for me to, like get more activity on the chat, get more, followers, things like this. Right now, I'm staying on consistency and like promoting it on YouTube and other platforms. My phone is about to die, so let me charge my phone. Try to give one beat to toms during the break. Break slightly, strike slightly apart. What, this one? Try to give one beat to the toms during this break. Strike slightly apart. Are you talking about this or this one? Yes. How long have you been on Twitch? What was the range here? 77? 77, 87. Oh. Okay. So that is, no, still, 1 second. I was gonna say that's snare done for this section, but not really. Okay, so I'm gonna do the entire roll here. So boom, 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 and then just during a break. I'm not getting what you're saying. So do you just during the break? Do you mean the break? When you say break, do you mean like a break, like section like this, or during like my break, like if I take a break from Twitch? I've been Twitch for about a year, but I talk a lot about music. Yes, one. I mean that's the type of thing I'm gonna do. I've also obviously been only for a month now, so I've started around 10th of January. But yeah, I'm planning to stay, as long as possible. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. I don't know, until hopefully it grows. In the DAW. Okay. So are you saying a certain bar? Actually, if you're talking about a certain bar, name the bar. Like, do you mean 257, 261? You're talking about adding toms or something about toms? These rides can do with a little bit of an alternation. So we go to ride 2, ride a bell, ride 2, and then bell, huh? Then right one, right two, bell. Nah, I don't like it. Where's the bell? Strike two tones, but spread the beat slightly. Oh, yes, yes. Now I get what you're saying. Yes. Okay. Now I get exactly what you're saying. I think there is a section. I do this trick actually, not trick, but I do this kind of articulation in most of my song. I'm not sure this song has it, but I know exactly what you're saying. Basically, put two, like let's say high tom and a low tom on top of each other, like same time. But obviously, when you quantize them, it will sound wide, right? I love that. I love that. I don't think there's a fill here. Because everything's too fast. I think I like that trick. I'll tell you what. I like that trick when there is um like an impact section, like for example, for example, like here. This is on its way to Spotify, by the way. That's why I'm playing it from SoundCloud. This, boom, this, that tom here is this one. No, not this one. This, boom. This is exactly what that was. But yeah, I love that trick. Especially, I will tell you where. When you're doing like a bridge, like I feel like I'm gonna demonstrate. Like, look, I will show you here. This is, I've done it multiple times back to back. Watch. Did you hear it in the build up? I love that trick. So I think we're very similar in the way we're thinking about this. All right, I think I will do this last section here, and then I will have to call it a day. I think we've been streaming for 3 hours. Let's just do this section together, and then we will call it a day. Let's do this. All right, so these kicks right here, immediately we get the logical editor. We say, hey, I'm starting to know the values for each type of section. So this type of section is 122 to 126. This type of section is lower than this. So what I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put you guys 111 to 119, yeah, and then I'm gonna take you guys and lower you down. like this. All right, snare. So this here, immediately I know that it's 77, 87. No, to 80, 87, I said. Okay, and then there's a lot of it. New Meshuggah album. I haven't listened to the new Meshuggah album. How is it? Is it good? I'm trying to stay away from gent a little bit, although it's a genre I really, 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 really like. But there's a lot of like gent worshipper music, and I just want to kind of like you know, I don't want to be that guy that worships Periphery. Although I love the band, I love their business mentality, I love their strategies, I love their creativity. I'm just kind of sick of the amount of YouTubers and content creators that just want to be like like they're just copying Periphery to no end. You know what I mean? Like uh they're I'm not sure what you think about this thing. Like I love the band and I get excited for their new albums and everything. But there's just too much like Periphery worship going on. I'm like, okay. Um right, let's do this here. New album, did you say? What is it? 1 second. Put it on. I can't obviously listen to it during stream. I'll listen to it. Where is it? Are you sure? Because it says on Spotify, last one's 2023. Or is it a single? London, 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 London. Oh, Bristol. Why no London? Is this Bristol, UK? Oh, Madrid, yeah, so this is Bristol, UK. Why aren't they coming to London? Berlin, Hamburg, Budapest. Immutable. Oh, it's not new though. It says 2022. This is the one that you recommend? Broken Leg, The Abysmal Eye. What songs do you recommend? Give me 4 songs to save, and I will listen to them. Meshuggah are goats. They're always several years ahead. Yes, I want to. That's the thing. I wanna listen to a lot of these bands that you know they're ahead of the curve, and not necessarily just heavy stuff. So you've got Meshuggah, Periphery, this stuff, Tesseract. These are ahead of the curve. But you've got on the other spectrum, like you know, Bring Me the Horizon, and other bands like this. There are some times where it's too much for me. Like for example, Falling in Reverse is a band that I really respect their creativity, and I think what they're doing is absolutely creative, but it's just not for me. I just that's what it is. But yeah, there are other bands like that that would fit something that I would like to listen to, and they're really ahead of the curve. And that's something I wanna always keep up with. Like I think Barry Tomorrow are really good. Architects are really good, but yeah, Spirit Box are doing really great. Wow. Hello. Oh, I'm gonna try to read your name. 1 second. Theralog 69. the Ral. I'm not sure how to read your pronounce your name, but thank you for joining the chat and thank you for the follow. I think you followed, didn't you? Thank you for you know tuning in. We were actually about to finish the chat, but I'll stay for another 15 minutes to chill. Where are you viewing us from? They have an amazing sound on this record. I was in shock. So it is the record that I just showed you, yeah, the 2022 one. Don't forget to give me like send in the chat 4 songs for me to save. This doesn't mean I will not listen to all of it, but this just means that okay, these 4 songs. Minnesota. All right. It's pretty early there, guys. I think if it's 9:15 in the UK, it's about 4 p.m. I think 4 p.m. I hope 4:15 type of thing. But yeah, how's it going? Let's do right symbol 2. And here we need to maximize this, and then a right 2 here. We can put a bell here. Actually, hey, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated indeed. We're trying to obviously to reach the goals displayed on the screen. Thank you for the follow. I was just talking to Rough Guitar Studio, who's in the chat as well, about the Twitch journey and all of that stuff. So yeah, thank you for being a part of it. All right, well here what we've got, so a snare hit, tom hit, another snare hit, and then you've got kick. I'm gonna leave it as it is. These hi-hats, I'm gonna max them, and then for this roll we're gonna drop this a little bit, drop this a tiny bit, and then keep it as it is. And then what we've got is this. I think it sounds good. So let me show you, since you've just joined, let me show you what we're working on. So basically I'm working on this track. This is a homage track for one of my top 5 of all-time favorite bands. It's called As Blood Runs Black. So I wrote this as a homage to the band. It's in their style per se, with my flair on it. Normally my songs have a lot of production or an orchestra and stuff like this, but this one I'm keeping it raw, deathcore. I've recorded guitars up to here today. I will carry on tomorrow. Hopefully we'll carry on the rest of the track. But on today's stream, what we're doing is we were just doing the program for the drums. So let me show you what we're working on. I'm going to mute the MIDI guitar because normally I write in MIDI then record, right? So I'm going to mute the MIDI guitar to show you what I've recorded so far with all the programming that we've done and see. And let me know what you guys think. 1, 2, 3. So the guitars are recorded. So from here to here, this is recorded guitars, and as you can see, the edits, like I've edited the living hell out of them, and I still have this gap to record from here to here. So hopefully we'll do it tomorrow. So this is, I stopped, like literally I stopped here because of the stream. I streamed at 6 p.m. UK time. I think 5:45, 15 minutes before the stream, I was like, okay, stop. So we'll carry on tomorrow. But yeah, let me show you what I've got so far. The guitar on the, just the guitar on the left. Yeah, I used to play the guitar. Oh, really? You used to play deathcore? What were you in a band? What kind of deathcore bands were you listening to back in the day? I'm pretty sure the gigs were wild as fuck. But yeah, that's the song. Let me actually play it before I call it a day. Let me play the rest, the MIDI, but not the MIDI, but the rest of the song. Obviously, as you know, the rest of the song is gonna be in MIDI until I record the rest of the guitar tomorrow. So let me just play what we've got left from the song. 100% would listen to this while playing Rainbow Six Siege. There you go. There you go. There you go. But bras and panties are flying. I can imagine. I can imagine. Reminds me of Black Dahlia Murder. Some of their gigs. If you've watched the live gigs, you know, same type of scenery that you're describing. But yeah. By the way, let me just show. I want to pronounce your name correctly, but I can't. Theralog. Am I missing? But I'm gonna show you like the style of music that I normally write, because this is again a homage track for As Blood Runs Black. But let me show you like type of music I normally write. Rough Guitar Studio is already familiar with my work, but this is kinda. Where's Spotify? Here it is. So this is kinda what I write normally. Okay. It repeats, but I'm gonna show you the breakdown. So yes, a lot of what you said is correct. The man's vocals absolutely bomb. Arabic vibes bomb, 100%. And by the way, I've made a video for it. Um, and when I wrote this track, and I'll tell you something funny. This could be entertaining for you guys. So when I made this track, obviously my daughter is watching this. I'm not watching Coloring Gabby Dollhouse, whatever it is. When I made this track, where is it? There it is. Open. Why? No, only one. So when I made this track, I was imagining literally, I was imagining something similar to the album art. Let me play it to show you the album art so I can describe, because I'm gonna describe the visuals of it. Yeah. It's gonna keep on buffering now because I'm streaming. But basically, if I open this is the album art. Okay. Well, you cannot see it here. This is the album art, right? Imagining like somebody on an adventure. I've never played the Assassin's Creed, the one in Egypt, but that's what I was imagining, right? So imagining like some sort of character like this, and the beginning of the song is like the introduction to the character, right? And then this part here, this is gonna load forever. It's just not gonna load. If you want to watch the video, just go to YouTube and watch it. Like I said, it's a cool. Well, it's loading it in shitty resolution, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah, so the first section of the song, reduce the resolution. Yeah, but then you cannot see anything. So let me try 480. It's not loading it. But let me get to the idea. So at the beginning section, this is literally what I had in my mind. Like the beginning section, this here. This, I'm imagining like the camera is coming and introducing you like to the protagonist, and the protagonist is off on his way. And then when the choir hits, you're kind of getting an overview of the challenges he's gonna face on his way. I don't know where he's going, but he's going somewhere. And then when the oud comes back, you know, dun, 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 it comes back. Now you're watching the protagonist. This is literally going on watching the protagonist, like, you know, like getting ready, wearing his equipments and his gear and all of that stuff, and going over and going to start the, you know, the journey. This section, like, he's discovering the environment and all of that stuff, right? And like he's now in the beginning of the environment that he's in. And then after, now when I click play, you're gonna hear like a choir comes in, and this is where I imagine like big gigantic statue monsters coming out of the sand, and they're very big, right? And they're like looking down on the protagonist. This is when the choir comes in. Wait for it. And here is when they start giving the protagonist a hard time. But then when the chorus hits, is the first time we learn about the protagonist's power, and this is where the battle between the protagonist and this first monster, like first challenge, comes in. So this is basically our shock as viewers to see that, you know, the protagonist is unleashing now his skill. And now to the next challenge. And I can go on about this. Like, for example, in the build-up, there would be a battle before it because the chorus happens before the build-up. And then when the build-up happens, this is where the protagonist is now defeated. But the build-up is kind of like him getting angry and all of that stuff. And then, boom, when the breakdown happens, this is where he unleashed like the break limit. Very, very anime. I'm not going to lie to you, but... that's what I had in my mind. Like, even for this song, another song is called Transmission for the Parallel Unknown. Yes, right? Eagle Jump. What's it called in Assassin's Creed? Leap of Faith, I think it's called, right? But for example, this song, Transmissions from the Parallel Unknown, the way I imagined it is that literally this is even a cool story. So at the beginning of the song, when I play, you're gonna hear transmissions, and I imagine that there is a guy like on Earth, in like some NASA place, right? And he started to hear like transmissions, you know, from like a different dimension, like literally the name of the song, right? And basically it's like aliens trying to contact us because trying to like to investigate because they want to come and what do you call it, attack us, right? And then there's the part where in the breakdown where at the end the humans obliterate the aliens, because this is obviously the opposite of what happens in like alien movies. Normally aliens are overpowered, but in this song the story goes as when the breakdown happens in this song, the transmissions of the Parallel Unknown, the aliens get surprised by humans and we obliterate the living hell out of them, right? Anyway, I mean, the song is for 3 minutes and almost 4 minutes, but at the breakdown here, when the breakdown happens, this is where we you know, the aliens are like, what the fuck, you know, and then we obliterate them. I don't want to know how you would record if you were playing. I don't know what kind of, I don't know what I would wow. What song I would create, literally. But listen to this breakdown here. So this is basically in the section before the breakdown, the aliens are wiping the floor with us. But then when the breakdown happens, it's kind of like where we like, you know, we do something surprising and we just like wipe the floor with them. So here they're wiping the floor with us. here is where everything flips, and we're like, we unleash something, right? And they think they won so far, but now it's when we unleash something, and then when the breakdown hits is where we just kind of obliterate them. They think they won, and now we. Anyway, maybe I'm crazy, but that's how I write music. It's just a lot of visualization and stuff. I wish I have enough budget to like make like the visuals I have, even if it's like, even if I get just like scene, like one scene, like a static scene, static scene, and then a static scene, and like how when you read like a comic book or a manga. I've never actually read neither, but the way I would imagine is like, you've got your panels, right, and then yeah. Is W means win? Maybe I'm behind on the lingo, but yeah, that's 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 what's going on. But yeah, I was really thinking of maybe hiring someone to just create panels, like a panel for every section of the song, and then that panel will just kind of like, zoom in and out during the song or something, or I will do something like with each panel, something similar to this. See, like this in the background is one image, but the guy who I hired made it a little bit static. What is W, man? I don't know what's that. But yeah, that's what's going on. That is what's going on. I don't know I don't know how we got distracted and we actually went to. Oh yeah, I was showing him the type of music I do, and then we got into this. But yeah, so that's it. What I'm gonna do now, before I close the stream, I'm just gonna play the rest of the song in MIDI, and then we'll wrap it up. W means win. Yeah, I knew W means win, but I've seen you put a lot of W's, and I'm like, is that like a triple win, like a quadruple win? But yeah, what do you think about the idea? Do you think like the visualization ideas that I've said? What do you think about them? If they're worth it, if actually you guys think that it's worth it, I might actually for real maybe try it out and hire somebody to draw comic book panels, like one panel each. I'm trying to think of the most low cost way, but the most efficient way at the same time. Like maybe if I can get 12 panels for each song, and I will put these panels like in this, in the specific section of the song, you know what I mean? But yeah, so let's play the rest of this song here, but I'm gonna play in MIDI. Obviously, we just played the recorded guitar. I'm gonna play what's left. I'm gonna play it from here, and then we'll call it a day. Boom. Thank you guys for the feedback. By the way, the real OG, what kind of music do you do? Yeah, don't worry, I'll keep in mind. I remember how you cook eggs on your PC. That's all, folks. That's all, folks. But thank you guys, both of you, for staying with me. I don't know if the real OG is still with us. If you're still with us, thank you for joining. You actually elongated the stream by like 20 minutes, so much appreciated for that. Hope to see you guys next week. Rough Guitar Studio. You sent me the link, so I'll listen to the tracks, and I will check out Meshuggah as well. From now till next week, so Friday, we stream Friday 6 p.m. UK, Friday 8 p.m. UK, Sunday 6 p.m. UK. Schedule is down below. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description. If you're watching on Twitch and Kick, it's literally down below. So make sure you tune. If you make sure the notification is on, so when I go live, you're notified. Sometimes I go live in like an additional time, like yesterday, Saturday, I went on an unscheduled stream during the day. Sometimes we do that, but yeah, absolutely. I will finish recording the guitar. So far it's up till here. I still need to do this section, need to do the breakdown, need to do there's still a lot of recording to be done. I think I can finish the second half. So if you look at it, not even half. Okay, so I haven't even recorded half of the song, so I still have a little bit to do. But yeah, so until next time, thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you on Friday, 8 p.m. UK. Fucking hell, I need to go to sleep. Friday, 8 p.m. UK. But take care, have an amazing week. Let's join next weekend and chill as we've done today. And the guitars will be recorded, so we will probably jump into mixing straight away. This will be the fastest song I've done because it doesn't have a lot of production, doesn't have orchestra, doesn't have drop down stuff, it doesn't have anything. So yeah, I can't actually see what you've sent here. It's showing blocked, but yeah. All right, guys, enjoy your night and see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.